Okay, is that really the reason you took it off? No, that ain't why I took it off. All right, part 2. I'm gonna turn this way. That's good right there. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. That's a little more comfortable for me. Is that all right? Can you hear everything? Yeah. Part 2. The reason you took your jacket off is because first, I want you to realize that your jacket was black. Did you realize that? Yeah, I know our colors. Yes, your jacket is black, and your jacket is what we're going to say was representing the sin. We're supposed to be talking about a comb and a brush. We're going to get there. We're talking about a comb and a brush. But first, before you took your jacket off, I wanted you to represent that you were covered in sin. Because you admitted to me that there are some things that you do in your character when people are not looking, that you don't act really the way that you should act. Well, I do have to admit, when the ball game is on, they don't make that touchdown, sometimes I let words slip. Oh, I see. Well, then you really need to ask the Lord to help you with your tongue and your mouth. Yeah. All right, is there anything else you need to admit? Yeah, I admit sometimes when you walk around the aisle and get an offering, I be looking at their legs. Oh. Okay, and you're in church when you do that? Yeah, I do. Okay. Is there anything else that you need to confess of today? Yeah? Oh, God. Sometimes, and I done had a real hard day in school, and I ain't been to the 3rd grade. When I get home, I get me a little something to drink. Oh, and you're in 3rd grade? Yeah, I start early. Oh. So you get you a little something to drink after you have a long day at work, at church, at school. Doggone, girl, get it right. Okay, a long day at school. Jesus, help Jonah. Is there anything else you need to confess? Yeah. What else? Sometimes, or I should say one time, I was eavesdropping in a conversation that you was having with your husband, and I told somebody at church. Oh my God. Oh my God. You told somebody at church? Yeah. I'm kind of scared to ask what you told. I told her that you was talking to our sister. No, don't tell her. Don't tell her. It's okay. It's okay. Is there anything else, and I pray it's not, that you need to confess? Well, Lord help me, Holy Ghost. But there was one time you told us to go back to church. You know y'all got that 3 o'clock Bible study on Sunday afternoons? Yes. 3 o'clock Bible study on Sunday afternoons. And you told me to go? Yes. And you wasn't there? Yes. I didn't go. How come you didn't go? Well, because I'm scared to tell you that. Are you ashamed of it? I ain't ashamed of it. I did it. I just want you to know. You're not scared that you did it. You're not ashamed of it. You just don't want me to know. Can they hear me whispering? I don't know if they can hear me whispering or not. Are you going to tell me what you did? Some things you going to keep to yourself and take to the grave. I ain't going to tell you. Keep it to yourself and you take it to the grave. But you were wrong in all of what you did. Now, how are you going to correct it? I cut my hair. You did. You got that right. But I want you to realize that the tool that you use, the comb and the brush, to get your hair straightened out, it's not just about straightening out your hair. You look fine the way you were. And if you and I had not confessed and told that you didn't comb your hair, they wouldn't have known that you didn't comb your hair, because you looked just fine the way you were. But because you and I were bothered by it, then that means you felt a little guilty. You felt that you needed a little help with it. You felt that maybe you needed some confessions. You felt that maybe you needed some deliverance. go. No, I did. I let some things go. Now, using your comb and your brush and your character makeover, what do you got to say about that? Well, you have to put it in the prosthetic, you can get it in the right place. You do. You have to use it in the right place. You can't use your comb on your feet. That's true. You don't put a comb on your feet. You don't use it to take a bath. That's true. You don't use your comb to take a bath. You can't use it to eat with. That's true. You can't use your comb to eat. Good if you got a nappy head, you need to take care of it. Okay. If you need to take care of your hair, you take care of it. But are you trying to say that in the spiritual world that you have to be careful with the comb and the brush that you use? Is that what you're telling me? What I'm trying to say is, even though I confess the things that I did wrong in my little example, it is going to take a certain application in which to use the correct comb and the correct brush. Okay? So using the correct comb and the correct brush. If you got a natural afro, you cannot use a fine-tooth comb. Okay? You need a pick when you comb out your natural afro. I gotcha. If you got a straight, creamy crack on your head like you, yes, using a pick every day ain't gonna get what you need, okay? You need sometimes to use a fine-tooth comb. All right. So it has to apply to certain things in your life. Yeah. So now, for example, all right, gosh, I'm getting tired. Look, put your arms down. Okay. So for example, finish your example. If you need the shampoo, all right, and you got shampoo all in your head, yes, and you need to comb it out, yes, you need a wide-tooth comb. That's true. Anything else you got to say? Because I'm getting tired. Put your arms down then, girl, because I got something else to say. All right. You need a fine-tooth comb. You may need a wide-tooth comb. You may need a pick. You may need a brush. And all of it comes together. It's going to be kept in one jar. It's going to be applied to that certain area of life. It's like Uncle Ike said, you got to make sure you're reading your word. That's true. You better read your word. And you better make sure you live in it too. Ain't that right, Mama Lois? That's true. Better make sure you live in it. That's so true. The application of it, I was wondering where you were going with that, but that is so true. If you need a wide-tooth comb, it's going to apply to what kind of hairstyle you're trying to pull out, right? Yeah. And if you need a fine-tooth comb, it could also have a different practical purpose. And so as if you need a brush, it has a different application to it. I see how you pull that together. Now, what else you got to say? I want to sing one song. Oh, Lord. You can sing? Can you? Yeah, I can sing. Well, then I can too. Okay. You sing your song. All right, then. La, 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 la. I got to tune it up. La, 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 la. All right, we're going to go old school. Y'all ready? Here we go. The roof is on fire. Hold it. That's not the application we want. You go back and get another one. Just go ahead and get one, buddy. Y'all knew what it was, didn't you? All right, go back and get another one. La, 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 la. Get one, Jonah. Okay, here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.